Hey guys, recently I did put a YouTube video up of my rig, but since my camera didn't have any sound on it, I had to do a voiceover in Audacity, but I finally got a video camera, so it's all going to be better. So it's changed a good bit because I got a new pedal board. As far as I remember, I didn't have this one, the last one, but anyway, I'll show you all the guitars and pedals and shit I'm using. So I'll start off with the guitars. This one's pretty much my main at the moment if I'm using it live, because I can go into drop D and shit like that at the same time. It's an Epiphone SG400. The gibberish on that. I use 10 to 52 Ernie balls on this, nice and chunky sounding. The stock pickups in it. It's got a few war rooms, as you can see. That happens when your mate drops your guitar. And when you wear your chains behind the guitar. Right, so next one is an Ibanez Geo. It's an Ibanez GRG 27OB. It has 9 to 42 Ernie balls, super stinky, for the nice action. It has one volume, one tone. It has PS DN2s as far as I believe for the 1-3 pickups, the 2 humbuckers and the 1 single coil. And this has an Edge 3 bridge with the lock nut at the top. Oh, an E-flat tuning. Yeah. Actually, if anyone, I'm actually trying to sell this guitar at the moment. I'm tired of having lock nut guitars, so I want to get a BC Rich Mockingbird, but one that doesn't have the lock nuts, so I'm selling this one. So if you're around, better look at getting it. So if you like it, just send me a message, let me know what you think. So this is the next guitar. I have an SGRG 250DX. I'm trying to fix it at the moment. The bridge is all completely fucked at the moment. She's my favorite guitar. Oops. She's pretty much the exact same as the Ibanez GRG 27OB, but just different colors. The wood's all different. Same bridge, same pickups, all the rest. I use 9 to 42s, and I usually keep this in C sharp. So this is more of a guitar that stays at home to get played, but it hasn't received my fingering love work in a few months. Right, next guitar. Okay, this is a vintage one. I know you're gonna look, it's like, oh, it's an Encore, that's a piece of shit. Alright, fair enough. But surprisingly, the neck is very good on it, I must say. I like it a lot. It's very comfortable. It kind of has like the neck on the Ibanez, except it's not maple, it's mahogany. I think that's what you call it anyway. But I use 9 to 42s on her. She's usually in standard and drop D. Her tension is a bit high, so I have to get that lowered. These pickups, I have no idea what they're called. All I know is this used to be my great uncle's, and he passed it down to me. He got this in the 80s. He used to be in the IRF, and he used to use gig with this and shit like that. This 1 volume, 2 tones, 5-way selector, the standard bridge. The Ibanez's have 5 selectors, 1 volume, 1 tone. The Epiphone has 2 volume, 2 tone, 3-way selector. And this, that's pretty much it. That's it. And then this is my very, very first electric guitar. It's a C Giant. That's all I know. It's got a nice neck to it, except I rarely play keeper and drop B. Obviously, got to have the old Marvel PV strap going on, which is really cool. I use 10 to 52s on her. She's always in drop B, because I like to fuck around in different tunings. 3 single coil, standard bridge, 1 volume, 2 tone. It's pretty much the exact same as that, just different color wood. Now, usually I love maple neck, right, like all this now. But I kind of find it when I'm playing sometimes it catches my hand. It's not as smooth as the Ibanez guitars. That's the only thing. I don't like it better. And she's a bitch to tune as well as that guitar. Right, so that's it for the guitars. Oh, of course, I have to tell you their names. Right. This guitar I proudly call Satan's Whore. This one is the Maggot. Well, she's going to be named soon if someone buys her. And this is Satan's Beast. Best guitar I have. This is, since the pickups and stuff like this are crazy, and I decided to call it a Psycho Bitch. Because this is fucking crazy and shit like that, so seemed like a good name to me. And this one, I don't actually have a name for this one, you know what? When I was a kid I used to call it 909 Hottie, but that's just a gay name, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename her Maggot and just give her a new name, because this is in drop B. I like playing something that kind of style things on this guitar, so might as well call that one the Maggot. Alright, this is the only PV strap I got. I usually use Gaucho straps. They're the strongest ones going. Like, these ones are really good. Like, they're the best straps, Gaucho. I advise you to get them. They're really, really good stuff. Right, yo. Now, before I move on to that, my two amps, Marshall MG15 HFX. Obviously, I bought the mini stack version with it. And that's an old Elise's vintage drum machine from November of '88. That's my mate's Flying V Kiss guitar, which I'm fixing up at the moment. Then that's just a Boss foot switch. I don't have the Roland anymore. And that's my huge Paramore wall. I handprint and all that. I used to have an obsession with them. Don't like them anymore. So it's a bit of a stupid idea, I already think. But oh well. So anyway, back to the amps. This is Marshall MG 15 watts. I use this as my main head. And down here is, this amp is meant to be a sound desk, so to speak, from the 80s. It's Carlsbro Cobra 490 PA. Excuse my pronunciation. I went to a language interpreter when I was younger before I hit primary school because I'm a retard, so I have an excuse, I guess. But anyway, it works perfectly as an amplifier. It's 75 watts as far as you know. You see, it has all the different channels, so whenever I'm doing band practice, we all just plug into this one because it's much easier. I used two amps for different sounds, really, because, like, you know, they have their different characteristics and shit like that. And so this one is running the top head. No, sorry, this one is running the top cab. That one running the bottom cab. Much simpler going like that. So Marshall's main, the other one's backup. Well, we can't play through both of them. I'll let you have a look in your settings. It's got the 4 channels: Clean Crunch, OD1, OD2. I have the gain about 10. You could probably make it out there. Bass 3/4. No mids whatsoever for the metal playing. Sometimes I put it up if I want a bit more of a classy rock tone. Trebles full way. Reverb. I cannot play an amp without reverb. It's just fucking impossible for me. It just has to be there. So that's 3/4 of the way up. Volume is nearly halfway up. No effects on. And master's on. Just 9 o'clock. Usually this is in my attic, but we had a painter, so I had all my stuff in here. And usually both volume and master at 12 o'clock, and the gain's a bit more up, because my parents don't mind me if it's too loud in the attic, but not just in my room, because the whole fucking house can hear it then. Anyway, then my settings are gain all the way, bass 3/4, treble up all the way. There's no mids on this amp. It's a vintage amp from the 80s. It's pretty cool. Reverb's always on. Maybe hit me the light on. Ah, there, fancy shit. Reverb's up all the way. Presence full way open. And volume is usually at 1 maximum, because 90 watts worth of power. You know, don't need that much power in my house. So that's that. So, moving on to the pedal board. Right, first we've got Electro-Harmonix Switchblade. Then run into Boss NS2 noise suppressor, nice noise suppressor. Got it for €30 only. Works perfect. And then MXR copy delay. I always have the modulation switch on that one. Micro sorry, get that out of your way. Micro course. What sounds like a Boss course, really, to me. The scent I use it on. I love the Boss courses, but this is true bypass, cheaper. So MXR Phase 90, obviously. Gotta love that pedal. Then after that one, we run into Electro-Harmonix Poco Nano Monomuff. Awesome pedal. Then we go into the MXR Distortion 3, Zakk Wylde Overdrive, and after that hits the wah, and then the wah hits into any guitar. So, how my system works is, obviously this is an AB, switches between the 2 amps, as you can see. And then, so channel A will be going to the Marshall head, number B going to this. Now, I'll run through what I do with all these pedals, right? So there's my settings. Now the great thing, because since I don't have tube amps, I know these things on tube amps destroy the tone completely, at least in my opinion it fucking does. This runs better on solid states, I think. So, much easier that way. Always better, I know they're always like, put it at the end of your chain, man. After all your distortions, it works the best. But I've noticed if I do that, I can hit a harmonic pitch. I can hear it on the strings of the guitar, you know, when you're playing, but you can't hear it through the amp, so it destroys the tone. So I always have it first there. Then run into carbon copy. Use this, and this is on all the time, obviously. This gets used to go a bit. The mod switch is always on. I have so many different. Sorry about that. Different settings on this. I just fired it and it stinks. So this is my first setting. This is standard, so that's from the MXR video. And then I like to have it like this for sort of a U2 sort of setting. I think it's nice like that. I like the mod switch on all the time. I don't think there's too much of a difference. I mean, it's on, but it adds more feel. There's more sweetness to it. So I use this for a U2 kind of setting. And then I have a song which I call Fuck You Phenofoil. So obviously, you know, when the delay is on, all the mix and everything is up, you're going to get a fucking crazy amount of feedback. I'll show you one of my videos what I do with it. I'll just hit open D5 chord, put the volume up a bit, put the volume straight down. You can hear it kind of crawling, getting towards you. It's pretty cool. Then just hit a few notes. The notes keep happening on. Put the volume up all the way. You get this crazy amount of feedback. It goes like, wow! Then I just hit it off and just go into the main riff. Of course, that's the setting I always like it on. Sometimes I back it off a bit, because I think if you go past over 12 o'clock, it gets too much for me. It's just too much. So I use this for some distortion, some ballady solos. If I use ballad solos, I'd kind of back it down a bit more, so it doesn't widen as much, and it's always on the clean tone. Phase 90, easy, 9 o'clock. I was thinking of getting the Electro-Harmonix small stone, because it's more cleaner, or I don't want to get the Boss one because it's not true bypass, but I don't really have, I know I have the noise suppressor, but that was €30, but like, this one is a lot more distorted. I know you can put it after your distortion, but like, I prefer before distortion. Maybe, I don't know, but I keep that on some distortion. I usually only have that on a clean channel, or to hit an open D chord. Then next, this is my main distortion, Electro-Harmonix. As you can see, the scoops up. Full distortion 3/4 away on the volume. That's usually my heavy chunky tone. It's a good pedal for down euro. I'm thinking of getting a full bore metal pedal, and I know full bore metals in the demos. I seen on YouTube. It doesn't sound that great. But I said to myself, might as well go in and see what it's like. So I did see what it's like in person, and it sounds much better. So I'm thinking of getting that. MXR Distortion 3 pedal. As you can obviously tell, I love Dunlop. Dunlop are brilliant people, I think, and make good stuff. That's my usual setting on it. I usually use that if I'm going into the Marshall. That I put the mids up a bit, get a bit more of a classy rock sound. Or sometimes I back it down, it's like that, and I'll keep that on with the Electro-Harmonix to give it more chunky of a boost. Make it, like, this sounds amazing by itself, but when you hit this on with it, it's just unreal. And then this is on a good bit. I use this, I take this off of my rhythmic when I'm done rhythmic, and I tap that on for solos. I think it sounds more tuba like. Then obviously you have the delay going on at the same time. And then sometimes if I'm going for a clean tone that it's not too distorted, not too clean, just lower the volume down a bit. Hear a bit of distortion, a bit of clean, have that on. I'll have these 3 pedals running at the same time. Sounds really sweet. Now I usually mainly just put this on for solos, or if I want chunk, or I might sometimes just use this, the Wild Overdrive, and the Electro-Harmonix for this main distortion, then hit this off for a bit more bass solo, and then the wah pedal. You know, I use a lot of effects, I must say, as you can tell. But like, if I was playing a live show and I had a foot switch for a really good Marshall amp, I just need a wah pedal. I wouldn't need anything else. You know, I just like having effects on certain things. And just use it for, like, say hello to the penny socks. But anyway, I use this for a lot of cleans, but I use it for funky riffs, but I use it on solos. But like, it's a great pedal, but like, I think it's one of those pedals that take time to like get you learn how to use it. Like, I wouldn't be like mad like Kirk Hammett. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm such a great guitar player, I can just use the same E minor pentatonic scale in every song, and I can just go like whoa, 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 because I don't know how to control it properly. Sorry, I don't like Kirk Hammett. Like, he's much better in his old stuff, but his wild stuff's not that great anymore. And oh yeah, I got to say that this is a Diego Showman pedal case. Bought a Music Maker in town, Dublin, Ireland, €129. I just powered this thing off a standard Electro-Harmonix power supply AC adapter, and that's it. So there you got it. That's my whole rig. Hope you liked it. It's a much longer video, but there's more to explain. I hope you enjoyed. I'll put up oh shit. It's all good. I'll soon put up next few days I'll put up sound demo of my pedal board. So yeah. Thanks for watching.